WWRR, WWRR HD1, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, WYCK Plains, WMMZ, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Hazleton. Powered by Mohegan, Pennsylvania. This is The River, 105 and 103.5. This is Music on the Menu on The River.
Timothy, where on earth did you go?
Featuring Northeast PA's best artists.
Maybe, never mind. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's right.
And now, here's your host, Alan K. Stout.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with you as I always am. Sunday nights, 9 to 10, bringing you regional artists from northeastern Pennsylvania doing their own original music. Hanging out with D.C. Taylor. D.C., good evening.
Yes. Hi, Alan. How are you?
I'm very well.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too, my friend, and everybody out there that's celebrating the Easter holiday,
Yes.
Passover holiday. Two holidays that usually coincide around one another. Sometimes not, but usually or at least around the same time.
I think so, yeah.
So everybody's celebrating. We hope you enjoy some time with family celebrating the holidays. We have a special guest with us in the studio tonight. We've been trying to hook up for a long time. He's been with us before, but it's been a while. Billy Spanton, welcome to Music on the Menu.
Thank you, guys. How are you?
It's great to see you, man.
You too.
Billy, we've been playing Billy on the show for years. When we used to do the live monthly music series over at Breakers, you did one of those for us.
Yeah.
And we've always stayed in touch, and we've always played your music. And then last fall, you start sending us some new stuff. Mm-hmm. So we've been playing that. And then right after the new year, you sent us a couple more new tracks. So we've been playing those. Yeah. And so what we wanted to do is bring Billy in, talk about his new music, revisit some of the old stuff, talk about what he's been up to. Billy is from Hemlock Farms in Pike County, about an hour here from the casino in Wilkes-Barre, where we're doing the show from at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. Like I said, we've known him a while. Bill, let's talk about this new stuff first. You sent us 4 new tracks over the last couple of months, and we're going to play them all tonight. We're going to play Inspiration. We're going to play Midnight Desert. We're going to play Only for a Little While, and we're going to play White Clouds Coming.
Yes.
These tracks were recorded in a different studio than where you'd done some of your previous work. You did these in Stroudsburg,
Down
right?
in Stroudsburg, at a place called Rock Hard Studios.
Okay.
With a gentleman named Dave Reiser. He's great.
Talk to us about, the writing process. When you decide after because you've recorded 2 albums already. You did the Matter of Pride record and the Long, Long Road record. And so you've got a body of work, in your repertoire. When you start cranking it up again, you think it's time for me to do some new tunes. Where does that come from? Does that come from, it's time for me to do some new tunes? I haven't put out anything in a while. Is it, I'm feeling these songs? Every time I sit down and pick up my guitar, songs are coming out of me. It's a little bit of both. You tell us. Where does the creative vibe come from?
Definitely more of the latter. It's a natural thing. You just get inspired by different things, and it's not necessarily, I don't sit down with the intent to write. It just happens naturally. That's the way I do everything. It has to happen in divine timing, I guess.
I've always found it interesting when you hear about some bands that were on labels back when there were a lot of labels, and the record business was, I think, much better, actually, because there was more people out there getting signed and getting deals. But I always found it interesting that people would say the first record took you your lifetime to write, and the second record you had to write in 2 months.
Right. Yeah.
Because let's say the first record breaks, and it's successful, and
the pressure's on.
You go out on the road for a year and you tour the record, and everybody's happy, and the label's happy, and the band's happy, and hey, we did it.
Yeah.
Okay, now go make us another one, and we want it by September.
Right. The sophomore album is like,
right?
That's what they say.
Yeah. And so I always thought, well, how does that work? I mean, how do you flip that switch? It's nice when you don't have to, right?
It is, actually. It's a luxury to just be able to let it flow naturally like that,
Let it flow and just come out. This is one that, hey, perfect. Wait, I didn't set it up this way because I didn't know that's how you were going to answer the question. But the first track we're going to play from the new stuff is, ironically enough, called Inspiration. Check it out.
A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of rain, a little bit of salt and pepper shaker, a little bit of fire out through my vein, a little bit of sexy, a little bit of class, a whole lot of love, a whole lot of love, sweet ass. As I wander through the desert, trying to quench my loving thirst. I swear I wasn't looking, but I swear she saw me first. You're my inspiration, baby. You're my muse. You're my sweet sensation. Lord, you take away my blues. Oh yeah. A little bit of sweet, a little bit of crazy. Lord, she knocks me off my feet. A little bit of mystery, a little bit of shine, a little bit of wild, free spirit right behind those gorgeous eyes. Walking through the rain, trying to get a glimpse of sunshine. When I came across the rainbow, gonna ride and shine. You're my inspiration, baby. You're my muse. You're my sweet sensation. Lord, you take away my blues. Oh yeah. See you shining in the darkness. Shine your loving light on me. Feel like I know your soul forever. Live forever. You're my inspiration, baby. You're my muse. You're my sweet sensation. Yeah, you take away my blues. You bring music to my soul. Put the rock back in my roll. You bring music to my soul. Put the rock back in my roll. Oh yeah. Well, my father was a gambling man, and he taught me to take life on the chin. And my mama, she took me by the hand, said, "Boy, always do the best you can." 19, trying to make it in the world. Thought I fell in love, but I couldn't be more wrong. Now my heart broke and shattered my whole world. Will we really ever know? Oh, who we're supposed to be? Yeah. Ain't no turning back down this long, long road. Now I'm old, and I'd like to think I'm wise, but I still got a lot to learn. Got 2 kids of my own in a place that I call home, and man, I ain't got time to burn. Will we really ever know? Oh, just who we're supposed to be, yeah. Ain't no looking back down this long, long road. How long? Now I remember just what my daddy told me. Never let him see your hand. Never fold lest you know you're gonna lose. And always do the best you can. Will we really ever know? Well, who we're supposed to be, yeah. Ain't no turning back down this long, long road. Yeah. Ain't no looking back now. Waiting for tomorrow.
Billy Spanton here on Music on the Menu with a song called Long, Long Road. That's one of the first tracks we played from Billy here on the show, going back a while. And before that, a brand new one called Inspiration. Now, speaking of inspiration, I know that you and I have just talked, even when you weren't here on the show. I remember the one day we were just on the phone once.
Yeah.
And we just got talking about the Stones and AC/DC and bands that we loved and bands that you love.
Yes.
And so talk about that. We're going to talk about music during the whole program tonight. But when you talk about inspiration, everybody has those groups that maybe change you from, particularly for musicians, from being a music fan, like lots of teenagers are, to becoming a musician yourself. Who are those folks for you?
We just named my two favorites, the Stones and AC/DC.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I remember that conversation from years ago. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I draw from so many influences.
What was it about those two bands?
Well, the first time I heard "Can't You Hear Me Knockin'," the riff, I was just blown away, like an epiphany. And I didn't even play guitar yet, but I already said that's what I want to do.
Oh, wow.
Then. I was about 9 years old. And it wasn't until I was about 12 or 13 until I actually picked up a guitar. But that just hit me like a ton of bricks. And just the whole vibe of the Stones. And AC/DC is like such a pure rock, no nonsense, just like, rock band.
Yeah.
So I love that, like, I don't know, earthy, primal sound to a band. And very bluesy. I love the blues. There's blues in both of those bands running through it.
Oh, the Stones certainly, I always found it so fascinating that British musicians from the early 60s knew way more about American blues than most Americans.
Yeah.
You'll see these interviews with Keith Richards and Jagger where they were buying imports as like 12-year-olds. 12-year-olds in England, and they're in. And I want Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters,
Right.
Everybody in America's listening to Fats Domino and Little Richard and Buddy Holly and Elvis.
Absolutely.
And they're digging into the roots over there across the pond. It's incredible.
A universal language, really. And if you think about how it just was taken from here to overseas, and they brought it back.
Yeah, they brought it back.
And a lot of those British guys kind of introduced guys like me to maybe these Howlin' Wolves and Muddy Waters, maybe who I may have never heard of had I not been through the Stones or someone. You know what I mean?
Certainly Zeppelin. Yeah. And I'll tell you, AC/DC, sometimes the best quotes, you don't even know if they're true or not. and at some point, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, right.
One of the greatest rock and roll quotes I've ever heard was Angus Young, and I don't know if he actually said it.
Yeah.
People say we made 10 records that all sound the same.
Right, yeah.
That's not true. We made 11 records that all sound the same.
That's a true. I've seen that interview, and that is he's so witty. Angus Young. He really is. You gotta love that.
Right, it's the best. That is the best, man. Because it's just like we do what we do.
Exactly.
Hey, let's play another one from Billy here. This is a brand new one as well. This one's called Midnight Desert Rose.
Strikes the
desert rose. Pretty smile. She's my midnight. Pretty girl, she gets dressed, and she's thinking to herself, how am I supposed to let them go? It was only yesterday, used to make her feel that way. Now love has come and gone away. In a song, you can tell someone you're leaving. In a song, you can tell someone goodbye. In a song, she can let him down real easy. Oh, in a song. Young boy working for the man, kicking back to Uncle Sam, fed up with that 9-to-5 routine. Wants to tell the boss where to go, and all the things he thinks he knows. Too young to understand the world. In a song, he can dream about tomorrow. In a song, he can kiss the world goodbye. In a song, he can find himself some comfort. Oh, in a song. Two people fall in love, butterflies and all that stuff. Oh Lord, how they make each other smile. Every time they're apart, they're wishing with their heart they could be together every day. In a song, you can tell someone you love them. In a song, you can make somebody smile. In a song, you can tell someone you're feeling. Oh, in a song. Preacher man wrote down some words, and he looked around the church, and he thought how he would like to pray. In a song, we can try to live together. In a song, we can find another way. In a song, maybe we can find the answer. Oh,
Spanton here on Music on the Menu with a song called In a Song. And before that, another new one. Said we got a couple of new ones from Billy over the last couple of months. That's why we wanted to come in tonight and talk about him. We're big fans of his stuff here on the show. That one was called Midnight Desert Rose. So we talked about inspiration in general before. Like, you know, every time you pick, but do you want to be specific a little bit about, you know, what inspired some of these new tracks?
Yeah, sure.
The one we just played, for example, Midnight Desert Rose?
Midnight Desert Rose. It's, how do I say it to you? So, picture being in a desert, and it's dark, and it's midnight, and there's nothing to eat and nothing to drink, and you're kind of like ultimate despair, right? And then you come across this beautiful flower in the middle of nowhere, right? And it's just like, wow. And it's shining. So it's kind of like inspirational. Like you're coming out of a darkness into a light and something's going to inspire you.
Okay.
That's where that comes from. And the song was actually written under a full moon.
Oh, really?
Yes. And something about the full moon to me, like, you know, I'm spiritual. Something about the magnetism of it. And it's just, there was something cosmic about the moon that night that inspired me. The song was also recorded under a full moon, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Incidentally. So something with that.
Something in the cosmos.
Yeah.
I will say that when you have one of those breathtakingly big, bright full moons, it doesn't matter how old you are. You know, I'm 57 years old. I've seen that big, beautiful moon, you know, hundreds of times.
Right.
I never don't stop to look at it.
No, me either. I love it, yeah.
DC, you agree with that? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta stop.
it's never like, oh yeah, it's just a big, beautiful moment.
No,
like,
right,
no,
no.
every single time,
I totally agree.
half a dozen times a year, maybe.
Right.
You know, where
Yeah.
you go, whoa, look at
Yeah,
the
when
moon
it
tonight.
really just
You know?
stands out. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Let's keep the music rolling here with another new one from Billy. This one's called Only for a Little While.
Something about you makes me smile. Haven't missed anyone for a while. So light your candle, burn like a flame. 'Cause you and me, we're one in the same. And I think that I can hold you for a little while, until the stars burn out, or maybe just for now. And I think that I could love you in the purest time, until the stars burn out, or maybe just for now, only for a little while. Just when I thought there was no more light, I saw your face and you made things right. Enchanting love, a faithful night, took away my blindness and gave me sight. And I think that I can hold you for a little while, until the stars burn out, or maybe just for now. And I think that I could love you in the purest time, until the stars burn out, or maybe just for now, only for a little while. When I'm with you, there's no time. Ooh, babe, we just got now. Exchanging love and light that shine. Thank you, love, for who you are. I can't believe I've come this far to find the one that brightens my soul. Well, I guess I have to pay that toll. And I think that I can hold you for a little while until the stars burn out, or maybe just for now. Yeah, I think that I can love you in the purest style until the stars burn out, or maybe just for now, or for a little while, only for a little while. Only for a little while. Only for a little while.
Hey, this is Billy Spanton, and you're listening to Music on the Menu with Alan K. Stout, The River.
Been a long time coming, but I think I hear the sound. They started running when I heard the word got around. Didn't see me coming from the wrong side of town. Got a rhythm in my heart, got blues running through my soul. Got the rock in my pocket and I'm gonna let it roll. Wind by my shoulder, too many stories untold. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I just can't wait no more. Been a long time coming. I ain't knocking, I'm kicking down your door. There's a south wind blowing, I feel it in my bones. There's a full moon howling and it's showing me the way to go. And now we're ready, we're gonna let it be yours. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I just can't wait no more. Been a long time coming. I ain't knocking, I'm kicking down your door. Ooh, yeah. Been a long to leave me at the station, try to feed me on your line. Never seen it coming, I could not believe my eyes. You're a cold-hearted woman, a devil in disguise. Put the bottle down this morning, put the pistol down last night. That cheating woman sure don't treat me right. There's a south wind blowing, and soon I'll be out of sight. Oh yeah, 'cause the train I ride, it leaves tonight. It's trucking on down the line. Leave it all behind and start a new line. Ooh, it's a matter of pride, just a matter of pride. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Try to bluff me at the table, gonna deal me your best hand. Odds were against me when I took that losing hand. Got the money in my pocket, line drawn in the sand. Got the same old blues this morning, got the same old boots today. I can't find a reason why I'm having made me stay. 'Cause that train, it's a coming, tomorrow I'll be on my way. Ooh, yeah. 'Cause the train I ride, it leaves tonight. The trucking on down the line. Leave it all behind and start a new line. Ooh, it's a matter of pride. Cause the train I ride, it leaves tonight. Trucking on down the line. Leave it all behind and start a new line. Ooh, it's a matter of pride. It's a matter of pride. It's a matter of pride. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on.
Billy Spanton here on Music on the Menu with a song called Matter of Pride. Before that, a song called Long Time Coming from Billy. And before that, a new one called Only for a Little While. We're hanging out with Billy here for the entire hour. He's from Pike County. He's been played on the show here for more than 10 years now. He's done stuff with us here live at the casino, at the music series. He's released 2 records, full-length CDs, and this year, over the last 6 months or so, he's dropped a couple of singles. That's a new way to go about it, seems, right, Bill? I mean,
Yeah.
It's what we get here all the time now. You don't get too many people just sending out a full album.
No, you don't. Yeah.
You get a longer cycle from the music that way.
I think so, yeah. That's the way it just...
Is that what led to your decision to do it that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep coming back to the inspiration. We talked about your inspirations musically. We talked about that Midnight Rose song.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that we just played, Only for a Little While, another new one.
Yes.
Inspiration behind that one? Want to talk about that?
Song,
I think people like to hear this stuff.
Yeah, no.
That's why I'm asking.
So Only for a Little While is basically, it's a ballad. And it shows, I guess, a different side of me, because some like rock songs and blues songs and whatnot. But that particular song is how some things don't last forever, you know, and you try to hold on to them, but some do. But even if it's only for a little while or forever, you got to kind of like embrace the blessings of the moment that you have. And it's a bit of a, I guess it could be a sad song if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
But it also could be a forever song. So it's, I try to write songs that have almost double meanings sometimes, double entendre, if you will.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it up to the listeners' interpretation.
Interpret themselves. And what about the one that we're going to play now? Because we're gonna play another new one here.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And this one is called "White Clouds Coming."
Oh,
Talk
okay.
a little about this one.
So that was the first single I released and recorded. That song is it's all about inspiration, if you will. Actually, there's a lot of inspiration running through the whole gamut of my new singles. That's kind of like coming out of the darkness into the light. So in other words, you know, you see white clouds coming. Mm-hmm. And that's a symbolism for me of like positive days and new beginnings and, you know, being inspired, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what that's about.
These kind of songs that come out of you, they come sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I've been trying to imagine you driving in a car. Like where did those feelings come from?
Actually, that one, I was in a car.
Yeah.
Actually,
Really?
believe it or not. Yeah, I was. But
I just feel like that's when I have my thoughts like that.
Yeah,
So I don't know if
sometimes
you do too.
I'll be in the car. It could be anything though.
Yeah.
I like to go walking sometimes or hiking. I could get something that way.
Oh, yeah,
in
nature. Absolutely.
which I love. But yeah, certainly driving is a big one for me because and I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to say please stop right now, but you know, and I just have to pull over and like record.
Get the recorder out.
Yeah, thank God we have that today.
Yeah, I've heard of people keeping them by their nightstands. Musicians.
I probably have 75 songs in my phone, songs right in my phone.
On your phone. Let's play that one we were just talking about from Billy. This one's called "White Clouds Coming."
Something's creeping around my back door, and I just won't let it in. There's a black crow hovering that wants to tell me something, and I don't think I want to know. Then I see the white clouds coming, and they lift my spirit high. Then I see the white clouds coming, making room for clear blue skies. There's a blood moon rising, a chill in the air. Could it be it's time for change? When the new sun rises, greets the morning sky, I think it's time to turn the page. And then I see the white clouds coming, and they lift my spirit high. And when I see the white clouds coming, making room for clear blue sky, leave it all behind, resurrect my life. April showers me with sunshine and rain, bringing love and light to the emptiness inside. It's in our darkest hour, time to go the rise above the pain. As the darkness approaches, it takes my breath away. I don't know which way I want to turn. Then the light it shines to see another day. 'Cause there's always time to learn. When I see those white clouds coming, and they lift my spirit high. clear blue skies. No more standing in the rain. And the sunshine lights my face. Loving that I will embrace. Whoa, whoa. I met this woman long, she put a spell on me. She brought me to the fire, man, I couldn't breathe. She had this body long, could bring a man to his knees. Wow, looked like an angel, but that devil sure could please. And you can call me crazy, call me a fool, say I'm lazy and I don't follow rules. And you can take my body, steal my soul, take all my money, don't you take my rock and roll. I was dreaming of a girl whose hips were shaved. I was drowning on the deep end of the lake. I've been running ever since I began to crawl. I've been rambling ever since I kicked the stall. And you can call me crazy, call me a fool, say I'm lazy and I break all the rules. And you can take my body, steal my soul, take all my money, don't you take my rock and roll. Take my rock and roll. Call me crazy, call me a fool, say I'm lazy and I don't follow rules. And you can take my body, steal my soul, take all my money, don't you take my rock and roll. Oh, don't you take my rock and roll.
Billy Spanton here on Music on the Menu, a song called Take My Rock and Roll. And before that, a new one called White clouds coming. Billy, it's been great having you here for the whole hour. I know you got a couple of exciting things coming up. You want to tell people about those?
Yeah. So mid-month, I'm going to be doing a podcast on a show called Ride the Vibe with a guy named Michael Litton from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And he's going to do like an interview and play some songs similar to what we're doing here. And then at the end of the month, I'm going down to Nashville to play. I have a couple of things lined up down there.
Terrific. Music City.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
We've got some friends of the show that have gone down there and had some great experience. We wish you have a great trip. And what about the music we played tonight? Where can people find it?
So Spotify, for one, you can find under Billy Spanton, very simple. Some of it's under Billy Spanton Band because I had recorded the other album under that name, so there's no confusion. YouTube has it. Apple has it. A bunch of iHeartRadio has it.
Awesome.
A bunch of different
usual platforms.
Yeah.
Search Billy out and you'll find him. Billy, always a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming up and hanging out with us for the whole hour tonight. We're going to close the show with one of my favorites. If you listen to the show, we play this one probably a couple times a year. I've been playing it for years, and I thought on Easter Sunday, it would be particularly appropriate. It's called Faith, Hands on Me. We'll catch you next week.
throne, singing rebel songs, cheating on his wife, and talking with his knife. Hatred for his neighbor, forgot about his savior, turning on his friends, and he's bitter to the end. Bitter to the end. Jesus Christ himself calmed down and put his hands on me. He said, don't you worry, son, if you need me, you can always count on me. And I'll be here till the end, just might be your only friend. And I'll walk with you tonight in the everlasting light. Jesus Christ himself calmed down